As you can see, her throat chakra is a little bit congested, and that is the reason why she's having a little bit of throat issues or maybe a little bit of sinus issues. Now I'm going to scan her sinuses. They are also a little bit congested. I'm going to scan her forehead, and it seems to be okay. I'm going to scan her ajna, and it seems to be okay.
Energy healing. It's one of the most controversial healing modalities out there, not because it's unsafe or because there are plenty of documents to suggest it doesn't work.
We don't need to be so close to the body that we're in the person's inner aura. We can be out here because we have extensions that are helping to do the cleaning.
It's because there's nothing to scientifically prove that it does work. Colette Chabot has been a pranic healer in Winnipeg since 2005. She's a counselor, but says she teaches and practices healing on the side in her home.
Excellent. How does that feel? Very good. So go to the front and do her liver.
There are different energy healing modalities, and pranic healing is one of them. It's special in a few ways.
And clean, clean, clean. Good.
One is the healer scoops negative energy from the client's aura, and then she puts it into a salt bowl so it disintegrates.
We scan. In pranic healing, we scan a lot. So scanning means we kind of have a guide about what's going on. And our aura is our gauge, if you want to say. And we check the aura. Then if we check the chakra or the body part, and if it's inside the aura, it means that it's depleted. If it's outside the aura, this big, that means that there's congestion there.
To some, it might look strange.
Re-energize the throat chakra of this person.
But Chabot says there's healing at work.
If your mind is open and it's going to say this is going to work, it will work. So just like any exercise program or any eating program, if you're going to do it and you believe in it, it will work.
Energy healing is a spiritual action. There are some versions that involve therapeutic touch, but the assumption is the healing is all through vibrations. Many healers, including Chabot, say energy healing is an example of complementary medicine. She uses the example of a cut finger.
We just enhance that a little bit. So we clean out the negative energy of that little cut. We take out all the stuff, and then we re-energize it so that it would heal itself, and it will heal much quicker and more efficiently. So we don't take away from orthodox medicine, we add on to it. So you can just namaste each other. Namaste.
So what is it about energy healing that keeps people coming back?
People are very aware of energy healing. Sometimes they make a face and look at you like you're from another planet. But very often, the people that are ready to hear it are the ones that will hear it willingly and openly.
All right, Chewy.
People's minds might be open, but what about animals? These dogs at the little doghouse just off Pembina Highway are about to get a different kind of checkup.
As humans, we're kind of being more open-minded to Eastern alternative modalities and seeing the benefits of things like Reiki. Likewise, I think people are starting to apply those same philosophies to their pets.
Carissa Cymbaluk is a Usui Reiki master. She practices on humans and animals here in Winnipeg.
One of the biggest kind of misnomers about doing energy work like Reiki is that you're actually doing something to the animal, and you're not. Animals have chakra centers just like humans do. When you're attuned, they call it attunement, to the energy, you're able to conduct the energy for the animal or the being.
Before the session starts, Cymbaluk gets comfortable.
So right now, for me, I'm feeling tingling in my hands and coolness. Ideally, if they all go to sleep, that's kind of the ideal scenario that we want.
These tools will help to set the Reiki space. Cymbaluk said animals, like people, react in different ways to Reiki, and that happened during this session. Brandy, Eddie, and Chewy fell asleep. Trixie, however, was distracted. Her caretaker was in the other room. What happens next might be a coincidence, or it might be Cymbaluk's work as she opens the Reiki space.
You're not actually doing anything to them. They're actually able to utilize you in being attuned to the universal Reiki energy to heal themselves. It's very bonding. And it's also beneficial to you because Reiki is universal energy. And you're sharing in that energy with whatever it is that you're working with.
Lee Wilcox owns the Little Doghouse. She says she felt that energy when she took her dogs to a different healer earlier that year.
It was all about connecting with your dog's energy. And Brandy, my Shih Tzu, when I put my hands on her or near her, I could actually feel her energy in the form of tingles in my hands. I call it voodoo. I mean it in a good way, not a bad way, but that there's a sort of power or gift that you're using to do that with the other person or dog.
Voodoo or not, Wilcox says she plans on having Cymbaluk come in and do Reiki classes for the dogs regularly. There are other practitioners in Winnipeg who offer Reiki services on everything from birds to horses. And while it's tough to prove this has an effect on the animals, it sure has affected these people.
Everything that I do in my work and in the classes and in talking to people and educating people is it's all fueled by my love of animals.
But what fuels the business side of things for alternative practitioners? Join me next week to see what the rules are behind the healing. I'm Samantha Sampson, and this is Meta Medicine.